Well, let's see if we stay on live. I've done all the techie stuff that I can do. So we'll see. And let's hope that some of you join me. I know that it's very, very, very rough out there, all over the country. And so hopefully you are now getting notified. So I see someone's watching. Please check in with me, okay? Let's hear who's here. And once we have a few people, so just please say hi. It's just me tonight, guys. It's just your old pal Guy. And of course, I've got Rolf and Kermit here. Okay, well, it looks like we've got 3 people. Hi, Bear Horses. I don't know if I've met you. Anyway, please say hello and let me know that you are on. And we'll start. Oh, Big Sandy. Yep, we are definitely iced out, aren't we? We sure are. We sure are. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try a song that I've loved for a long, long time. I'm just gonna play one verse and one chorus, and I've never tried to play it before. I've got the words here, and let's see if I can. If you see your brother standing by the road with a heavy load from the seeds he sowed, and you see your sister falling by the way, well, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. Well, you've got to try a little kindness. Yes, show a little kindness. Shine your light for everyone to see. And if you'll try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness of narrow-minded people on a narrow-minded street. Well, okay. Hi, Eddie. How are ya? Hi, Maddie. Hi, Donald. I'm going to try that song one more time. Okay? I've never tried to play it before. If you see your brother standing by the road with a heavy load from the seeds he sowed, and you see your sister falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You've got to try a little kindness. Yes, show a little kindness. Shine your light for everyone to see. And if you'll try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness of narrow-minded people on a narrow-minded street. Have you ever heard that song? Have you ever heard that song? If you see your brother standing by the road, oh, with a heavy load from the seeds he sowed. Have you ever heard that song? Well, that's a Glenn Campbell song. And boy, I'm thinking a lot about neighbors helping neighbors, you know? We were without power for a couple of days, and we got our power back, and I just hope that all of you are warm and taken care of. And, I've got a lot of things to say about, our neighbors and how wonderful they've been. But I know you're here. Anyway, here. Okay, so hi, everybody. Jim Henson loves you. I know he does. I know he does. He was a good friend. A very, very, very good friend. Yep. There was someone who posted saying, "Not your Kermie." And I felt like I needed to say something. I know that we have a whole bunch of people that are new followers, and also these things go public. And I just want you to know, you're watching Guy Gilchrist, Jim's cartoonist, not Steve Whitmire, not Matt, and I'm not trying to be anyone except me. Okay? Hey Shane, how you doing? Hi Eddie. Every once in a while, because we have millions and millions of people that see these things, people think that I'm, trying to be something that I'm not. And no, I'm very, very happy with who I am. Hi, let's just say, do you have one of the original Kermit I'm not, I think you're asking me, do I have one of the Kermit the Frogs? Original Kermit the Frogs? No. And, you know what? No one does. I don't know who asked that question, and I'm going to try to answer as many questions and try to be as entertaining as I can. Please know that it is only me here tonight, okay? No, I don't have an original Kermit. That Kermit was built. The original, there are many original Kermits, by the way. Because Kermit the Frog, they don't last very long. The puppets, Oh, you mean one of the original Kermit, like you mean the Fisher-Price Kermits? Well, of course we do, Eddie. And if I ever meet you somewhere, I'll sign that for you. Okay? And yes, I have a lot of the original Fisher-Price stuff, and we have some of it back here. Guys, let's sing a little, okay? Sing along with me. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me, and you, and you, and you too. The rainbow connection means so much to so many people. I saw somebody said, so you're the original cartoonist of the Muppets? Why, yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. There are so many new people, I guess, so I probably should just maybe introduce myself, okay? I tend to not do things like that because I figure that, the people following me, whatever. But yes, many, many years ago, there was a comic strip in the newspaper, and it was the Muppets. And newspapers don't mean anything to anybody anymore. But back in the 1970s and 80s, they sure did. And so I worked with Jim and Jerry Jewell, Jim's head writer, and my brother Brad. And we brought the Muppets to life as best we could in every newspaper pretty much in all of the world. Starting in 1981, September 21st of 1981, and we ran through 1986, the height of Muppet Mania, and we started with 80,000 people. I'm sorry, 80,000. 80 million people reading the comic strip every single day, and it went to 150 million people. Now, you're in a generation right now of cell phones, and that's how you get your news on the internet. But back in the day, the newspaper was not only for the news, mostly it was for the news, and everyone read it, and every single town in America and all over the world had newspapers, sometimes in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, different editions. And everyone read the newspaper. And Jim very, very, very much wanted the Muppets to be in front of people forever. And he knew that he was going to be ending the comic strip. Guys, you're going to have to really bear with me. I'm going to read a few of your things, but there's nobody with me, and I can't keep interrupting my story to answer your question immediately, okay? Because it's not going to be fun for anybody. So, hang on, and I will answer your questions. By the way, I have such a huge list of questions here that you guys have sent through emails and direct messages and all sorts of things. I'm going to try to get to a few of them, okay? Anyway, Jim knew as early as 1978 that eventually he was going to stop doing the Muppet Show daily because he had other things that he wanted to do, like the movies and other television shows, but he very, very, very much wanted the Muppets to be with everyone. So he started a 2-year search. And I tried out, and forgive me, all of you older fans who know all of these things. And of course, it's all on Google, and it's on our website, and all of that good stuff, okay? But there are so many people asking, like, so who are you? So I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, after 2 years, I was hired to write and draw the Muppets for everybody. And I worked very, very closely with Jim and Michael Frith, and who was Jim's everything, his creative director. And we worked not in California, where you guys sometimes think Henson is because of, La Brea. And we didn't work in London. We worked in New York City. And New York City, 117 East 69th Street, was the home of the Muppets. And Jim used to travel in between London and New York, constantly. And That was in the early days in 1980 and 1981 when we started. And Jim would also stay in touch by phone and by fax. And when faxes were invented, and he gave me a fax machine, but he would also send telegrams. And if you guys have seen old movies with telegrams, then you know what that is. And it was very, very special, a very special time. So anyway, my studio now is in Tennessee, and I've lived here for 20 years. And after Jim passed away in 1990, I helped as good as I could the new guys that were coming in, and of course it was a very, very difficult time. And then I went to work for MGM first, doing Tom and Jerry. And it was myself and Isabel Miller, myself, and Jim Mahan and Michael Frith. We created these guys, the Muppet Babies. For you. So there are a lot of questions to get to and everything. But I want to, and it's just me tonight, guys. And many of you are going to want to, and I would love you to, you can buy some of the stuff that we're going to show tonight, okay? So I want you to take a screenshot of this, and also underneath the live, there could be a copy. But I want to show you this, and I'm going to try to flip this thing around. Let's see, where do I flip? Flip around. Okay, that ain't it. Where's my little flipper thing? Where's my little flipper thing? I'm looking for my flipper thing to flip this thing around, and I can't find a way to do it. Well then, if I can't do it, I'll do this. Okay, guys, can you see this? This is crazy. I can't see how to flip it around. It's really simple to see when I do these on Instagram. And I've never done a Facebook Live by myself. So take a screenshot of this, please, okay? Take a screenshot of this, please. And pay special attention to the text number up top, 615-625-8001. And we'll try to put all this in the notes as well. But please, and also, read that email, GuyGilchristMusic@gmail, because that's our email address and also our PayPal. And take pictures of the Cash App and take pictures of the Venmo, because I don't know when I'm going to come back and do this again. So you got that? Okay, good. All right, excellent. And I'm going to really have to try to figure out how to flip this thing around, because if I don't, oh my goodness, where is the little flipper thing? Oh, there it is. Look, I found it. It was hidden. Yay. Okay, so there it is. Okay. Oh, thank you. Angie just wrote to me that the QR code was backwards, but it isn't anymore. So guys, please take a shot of this. Thank you, Angie. Angie to the rescue. Please take a picture of this, guys. Okay? Do you have it? Did you get it? Okay. Good. Yeah, see, I had to write the words out to try a little kindness. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. And, hey, while we're here, I'll show you some of the artwork that I've been doing today. So, I just finished this piece. Jen and Kara. And I'm working on, this is really fun. It's a sketch cover. Star Wars sketch cover that I found hanging out. And you can see I'm doing Rolf there. And then, see, it flips over. It's a whole, look at this. It's a whole thing. And I'm going to have Sweetums be Chewbacca. And Rolf is going to be Han Solo. There's Beaker. Meep. Yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, see, this I get. Okay, I'm showing you my... And we have some... Okay, I'm going to put this over here. And, here, let me scoot this out. Oh, this is a cameo that I did the other day. We do cameos around here where I bring the characters out and I draw. And so that's on the pad. I'm going to see if I can hook this up without messing up too badly. Let me just see if I can do this. Look at that, I can. All right, so I'm going to draw you a picture. And hopefully you can see it. Now, normally, I've got somebody holding this for me and all of that, but this time I do not. And so, just to do a couple of little quickie pictures for you. Let's see, I feel like drawing animal. Here we go. Now, usually, you know, when I draw all the shapes first and all of this. And the only time that I draw, like just free like this, is usually when I'm doing very, very quick sketches for people, which is like what I'm doing right now. You know, this could be, you know, when I meet somebody on the street or in the airport or, you know, something like that, and they ask me to, you know, ask them who their favorite Muppet is. And so I'll do a little drawing. And they're not perfect, but they do their thing, you know. I'm going to stick with drawing for a little while. And I hope you're enjoying it. Then we're going to show you a few things. By the way, if you have not been over to the store yet, what are you doing? We have a brand new, the website, GuyGilchrist.com, is brand new. It's been there, obviously, for a long, long time, and we have a lot of people that have been there and to the store and all that good stuff. But when I say brand new, it's because Amanda redid the whole thing recently. I can't read and see, I can't see your comments, buddy. So, planning on, yeah, I'm coming to Philly. I'll be in Philly. Okay. Let's see, I think I'll draw, I'm just going to keep adding them up here for a minute. Somebody asked, did I draw Tom and Jerry? Yes, I did. And so I'm going to draw one of them right now for you. Okay? Here we go. And put a little music on, maybe. Then I can turn it down if I play you some songs. Let me put a little music on. See if we get music going on that. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I hope that wherever you are, you're safe. There's a lot of very, very, very bad weather across the whole United States. I don't need to tell you, but I do want to share a few things with you. You can check tell you what I wound up doing. So we were without power for 2 days. And so I found a place where I could get some Wi-Fi outside, just sort of like ambient Wi-Fi. And I contacted the electric company and let them know that I was without power. And then they shared, like a Facebook page and stuff that they had. And I also contacted Metro government and got connected to them via text. And so now I get these like emergency texts telling me that, there you go. I can't read what you're saying while I'm drawing, guys. And it's really good. Yeah, I watched Tom and Jerry my whole life too. Here, I'll do a little Jerry for you here. And let's see. Anyway, so what I was able to find out, and I hope that this is the case if you need it, that if you are out of power, that that the majority of the fire stations, the police barracks, they have opened up their doors as shelters. We've all got to help each other. That was the whole thing about me playing that song at the early part of this show. And let's see, I'm going to do one more for you that you may not know that I draw. Let's see, let's see. Can you see right here? Okay, good. Yeah, so also back in the 80s, I think it was around 1987, these guys came into my life. Okay. Cowabunga, dude. All right, I'm going to do one more little drawing, and then I'm going to knock off for a couple of minutes. Let's see. See if you can figure out who this is. See if you can figure out who this is. I'll look at all the comments later on when I'm going through things, because right now I can't look at them because I kind of decided to do something I didn't know I was going to do, which was draw for you guys tonight. I had no idea I was going to do this, but that's what this is kind of all about. Just being very spontaneous and, you know, getting into it. We'll all chat in a minute, but I hope you're chatting amongst yourselves right now. Okay, well, have you figured out who I'm drawing yet? Oh, I don't even have enough room for his giant feather. Well, let's give it a shot there. There we go. You got it. The most Monty Python of all Jim's characters, I think. Without a doubt. The protector of the bridge. Yes. What is this? It said my video was blocked or something. Okay. Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys on? It said that my live video got blocked. Are you guys seeing it? Hello? Are you guys seeing it? I don't know what was going on. Okay, good. Yeah, don't know really what was going on. Maybe because I put the radio on, they said I didn't have permission to do that or something. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi okay. I don't know how long we were off. So no clue. All right, so we're not going to play any more music. Because that was very, very, very weird. Yeah, well, when I came back to see you guys to say, okay, well, there's the guys, et cetera, I saw a note. And the note said, we have blocked your video because it may contain music. And I'm like, yeah, I had put the radio on. That is very, 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 very strange. Oh, barely 2 minutes off. Okay. Well, thank goodness. Okay, great. Great. Okay, well, let's not do that anymore. If we're going to do any music, then I will do it. Let me find the turnaround thing again. Where's my turnaround? Looking for it. And now I can't find it. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to try to flip this around to where I am. This is really not going well tonight. I'm telling you what. Well, if we can't do it, we can't do it. Okay. Don't really know what's going on. And these guys are not making it easy, for me here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wonderful. Come on, buddy. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And you know it is. It is a wonderful world. I know there's a lot of bad things going on. And this broadcast channel here is for good things. And that doesn't mean that we're not aware of all of the bad things. It just means that this is a respite for you and me. When I was a little kid, I told my mom that I wanted to make millions of people happy, that I wanted to be a famous cartoonist like Walter Lantz. And then in 1979, I was watching the Muppet movie, just like you guys have watched it. I was watching on the big screen in 79. And there's Kermit the Frog. And he's telling Dom DeLuise, I have a dream of making millions of people happy. And then you know what? It wasn't but 6 months later, out of the clear blue sky, that I got to audition for Jim. And then I was one of his helpers, making millions and millions of people happy. If you have a vision and you stick to it, no matter what, you keep trying. You keep trying. Stay true to it. I promise. You never quit. Though life is hard, and all your friends are saying, it's okay. But they don't know how much it means to you, and how much you long for it. every day. And you know, if your vision is real and true, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than any boy. It's bigger than any girl. And if we work hard enough at it, it's for the whole world. You know, a vision doesn't have to be grandiose. It doesn't have to be worldwide. It just has to be your own truth, you know? Your own vision. Beauty gives you peace inside. Eventually, you'll find out if you use your gift. You're not the only one. There are others, too, that are using their gifts. And you know, two is better than one. So all you've got to do is keep that flame lit and stay true to that vision. Never ever quit. And if you need some help, I guess I just made up a song. A sort of a song, right? I don't know, I was just strumming and words came out, so I guess that's a song. I got one for you. All together we stand, divided we fall. Come on now, people, let's all get on the ball. Let's work together. Come on, let's work together. Hey now, people, because together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man. 2 or 3 minutes, man, 2 or 3 hours. What does it matter in this life of ours? Let's work together. Come on, let's work together. I say now, people, because together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man. Now when things get hard, and they sometimes will, the road you're traveling is all uphill. Work together. Yeah, work together. Because together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and a man. Yeah, now, sometimes the road seems all uphill. You know, sometimes it will. Work together. Come on, help your brother push that rock now. Let's work together. Hey now, people, because together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man. Let's work together. Let's work together. Hey, it's always better. Let's work together. And together we will stand, every boy, girl, woman, and man. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, da. Hey, man. Okay, I'm going to show you some art. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. Okay, so for you guys, hey, if anybody wants to buy this thing that I just drew, if you want to buy this, then I'll just say that this is $70, $70, and then put $11 on there, okay, for postage. And this is in the United States. If you're in the UK or any of the other places, okay, and there's only one, obviously, only one. So if you want to buy this, buy it. It's yours, okay? Okay. And yes, I will sign it and yada la la la. Okay. We are hoping that the studio is up and running a little bit for a couple of hours tomorrow. And if so, we will get your package packaged up and all of that good stuff. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of cool things. If that wasn't cool enough. Okay, I'm going to show you a few things that are like pretty rare. And I think I'm going to do a few of them just like this. So this is what an original Muppets comic strip looks like. And the comic ran from September of 1981 to the end of May in 1986. And there are very, 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 very few of these. And if you are a serious collector and you're interested in one of these, then you can send a text or an email to those addresses that I showed you, okay? And you took a picture of it, right? Okay, you just type into the team, and Jody or Sydney or myself will get back to you. It's usually Jody or Sydney, but okay. We have a few originals that are for sale. Many of the originals are gone. They are in museums. The Henson Company has quite a few of them. Brian and his family have quite a few of them. We have original, but if you want to make an appointment with me, there is no catalog online or anything, but there are 3 that are being sold at our store right now. So you can head over there later on after the show is out, okay? But if you're interested in talking with me and doing a Zoom or a FaceTime thing where I will show you what we have, do not ask me for a online catalog. There is none. It does not exist, and I have absolutely no want and desire to do that. Okay? Because we do get those letters, hi, do you have an online catalog where I can look at all of your stuff? Well, we have a beautiful store with all of the art in it. But all the archival stuff, no, there's just a lot. Now, this is something very special as well. This is called a proof sheet. And these do not exist. Yes, what you're looking at does not exist. And the reason is, so you see it says King Features Syndicate up at the top. And then it has the comic strips from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And this is from the week of 1984. So it started on New Year's Eve, 1984, and then went into January of 1985. And there are very, very, very few proof sheets. You know why? Because as soon as the newspapers would get these, they would cut them up and they would paste them into the newspaper. So thank you, Bill. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, but you guys are fine now, right? And, am I seeing notes? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see your notes, guys, too. Okay. Yeah, the notes for some reason are frozen too. Here, hang on. I'm going to try to get rid of them and then come back. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot going on out there that we kind of just don't even know. Instagram froze today. Even the news feeds and stuff. It's bitter cold out there, and there's just a lot going on. Anyway, so I'm going to offer this, and it will be signed by me in pencil, and it comes with one of those beautiful certificates of authentication that we send, which is in color, and I don't know if I have one kicking around here anywhere. Let me see, and you can take a look at my background for a minute. Let me see if I have one. Ah, yeah, I do. Awesome. Yeah, so you get a certificate that looks like that. And it tells you that 150 million people were reading that week, and you're the one that owns it. And if anybody wants it, it's $200. And then it's going to be $20 for the shipping because it's going to be packed like the museum piece that it is. So remember, this is your addresses. This is how to pay. How did that go? Okay, there is how you pay. And I hope you take a picture of that. Okay, great. Now, let's come back. I'm getting the hang of it now. Okay, excellent. So we have that. Now I'm going to show you some other stuff. On the website, we have some brand new art, and we have some brand new pins. And I'm really psyched. Oh, somebody asked, would I sell this little thing? Oh, look, and they're dancing. This is like, I had the time of my life. Look, it's on a little record player. And yes, I'll tell you what, I will sell it and I will sign it for you. So if anybody wants the Dirty Dancing Baby Piggy and Kermit, and I will sign it, and we will give you a certificate, because we have another little certificate that comes with every single piece that goes out of here. If it's not an original, but it's a toy or a collectible, you get this, which is, it's a studio exclusive. Okay? So yes, if somebody wants this, we'll just say, this is $50. Okay? Somebody's asking me, can you draw Kermit in his top hat like in A Christmas Carol with chickens and the two guys and Rolf and hi, Bear. Those are called commissions. Okay? And you go to the website and you go to the website and you request a commission. Okay? And there are various prices for various things, and you can get an idea of how much things cost by looking at the artwork that's online at GuyGilchrist.com and at the store. Okay? And yes, we take commissions. We take about, 100 commissions a year. And now I'm going to show you a couple of more things, and I'm going to show you some artwork that you can buy tonight. It's going to be incredible deals tonight. But we are also having an incredible deal over at the store with lots and lots of stuff like posters and prints and everything. You're getting 15% off if you have the Happy Birthday Guy code. Okay? And all you need for the code is to look at this feed, look at Instagram, look at Facebook. If you're a Muppet Fan Club member, you already have the code, and then you type that code in at checkout, and you get 15% off your entire order. Okay? Jonelle is asking, do you bring stuff like this along to the cons? Well, I don't bring this. But I bring an awful lot, and we bring Kermit and Rolf to all the cons. And by the way, I love painting Muppets. Would you ever consider an art class? I ran an art academy for 7 years, Kayla. And by the way, you can we show how to draw characters and stuff like that on our YouTube channel, so you can do that. But as far as me teaching art classes anymore, no, I don't do it. But I'm grateful to say that I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students from all across the country that used to attend my academy in Connecticut years ago. Okay, going to show you a couple of other things. We have brand new buttons. You know that iconic Gonzo joke that I did back in 83, where Gonzo sees the men's room, the ladies' room, and then there's whatever? We made it into a pin. And you can get this pin for $10. And if you put $5 in for postage, we will mail it to you. Remember the thing, okay? And by the way, everybody that orders a pin tonight for the $10 will get a free one of these that I have. And by the way, you guys that have bought anything from us know that we always send you free stuff. We always do, because we love you guys and we appreciate you. And you can order 2 of these for $10, I think it is, on the website too. Just in case so what I'll do, so this is the Rainbow Connection pin, and it is actually the painting from one of my banjos that I did. You see that? And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So for today, and here's Muppet Vision. These are all new ones. There's that one. And we have several other ones. Oh, here's the David Bowie. These all are signed, by the way, and we have Great Kermit the Frog. These all get signed, by the way, before they go out. What else do I have over here? I'm just looking to see what I have. Do I have that Little Miss Piggy? I wonder, do I have that Little Miss Piggy around here? Oh, I love this one. I love this one. We have a Little Miss Piggy. You can go see this. Isn't this cute? Look. Bunsen and Beaker from Christmas Carol. And here's Rizzo. And we have lots and lots of Christmas Carol stuff, by the way. Oh, yeah, I should show you. If you like the toys, I have 2 more toys here. So, I don't know how much I said this one was. This is like 50. But we also have, we have a Baby Kermit. Obviously, these are used. This is Baby Kermit that I'll sign for you. And we have a camping or going to school Ernie. He's got his backpack. And so if you want all 3 of these, what I'll do is I'll give you all 3 of these for $75, and they'll all be signed, and we'll put them in the thing. Just make sure you put in $10 for shipping. Okay? Okay. There you go. So you can have all 3 of these, and they'll all be signed, and you'll have these little certificates. Okay? Awesome. So I'm going to show you some artwork. La, la, la. Okay. I'm going to flip this around. And we're going to get out some art. And much of this artwork is up on the website. And I'm going to go through, but if you're buying tonight and tonight only, this is when you're going to get the discount. And you don't own it until you have paid for it. Okay? Until you have paid for it. Okay. Now we're going to flip this around. Okay, once you've paid for it, okay, remember, once you've paid for it, you can send us a note saying, hi, Team Guy, at 615-625-8001. I just bought the whatever and the whatever and the whatever, okay? And I either paid for it by PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Oh, we have a question in the comments. Okay, 1 second. Yes, I will show you that. 1 minute. Somebody just asked to see the red guitar. It's not up at the store yet. And I did this specifically so it would look like a rock and roll 1970s bandana. What do you think? It's a children-sized or student-sized guitar, and it's got everybody. It's got the whole Mayhem on it. And look, I'm going to try to show you here. Look at the stock. Look at. Any instrument that I paint and draw on is playable. However, don't play it unless you have it completely professionally sealed, or you're a musician and you know how to seal them, okay? This is all paint. It will never, ever, ever fade or anything like that. There's no magic markers, no stuff like that. This is oil paint. However, remember, this is a painting, okay? And I've been doing guitars and painting guitars and banjos and all sorts of musical instruments really since I moved to Nashville. And many people, such as Charlie Daniels is definitely the most famous, but Charlie Daniels and many, many people have played the instruments that I have painted for them, but they've all had them professionally sealed. For the most part, when I'm doing a piece of artwork like this, and it's not like horizontal like this, it's usually because I expect someone to either put it on a stand or hang it up. Oh, and how much is this? Well, when this goes up on the website, okay, it's going to go up for $1,000, okay? But if someone wants to buy this tonight, we will send it to you for $800. So you just got quite the deal. There you go. And you get a letter about it and everything. Okay? Hey, while I'm doing this, I'll show you some of the other guitars, okay? Because I've got a few back here. I don't play these. The one I play is my own. This one I painted. This, I call it Muppet Mania. And this one I did horizontally so that you could put it in a case this way. But every once in a while, I'll do that. Or because someone may want to completely professionally seal this. And I'm going to try to give you little close-ups. Amazing. For so much time. It's not badly priced. Well, good. Thank you. Craziest thing happened. We sold a shredder, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shredder, electric, at the Nashville airport. I have a store at the Nashville airport. It's called Nashville Jam Session. And we sold, I believe it was for $5,000, was the electric guitar, full-size electric guitar. And it found its way to Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. And I found out that it is going for $24,000. So, not a bad price. Especially if you want to go resell it over in Dubai, right? Right, John? So anyway, and this one is up on the website, and I believe this is somewhere around $1,900, I think, or $2,000, maybe $21. But if you do want to buy it, if you're watching tonight and you want to buy it, get in touch with me, and it'll be $1,600. So look what you just did. Look what you just did. You just got about $400 off. Okay? All right. I told ya. And by the way, join the Muppet Fan Club. The Muppet Fan Club newsletter, I don't know if you guys are part of it or not. We have about 4,000 people. And this one, and you can also join my fan club on the website. This is a tribute to Jim and Frank and all of my brothers and sisters that brought Sesame Street to you, and especially the bond between Frank and Jim. Richard, of course, and my dear brother Carol, Jerry, Bonnie, Fran, Noel, Pam, Kevin, everyone. Past and present, I tried to fit as many as I could on this. And this took a very, very, very long time. And I really got into a zone. I'm going to read you this quote from Frank. And we did have fun. We had such silly fun together. Jim and I were opposites in so many ways. The best thing of all was when you watched Jim laugh until he cried. It was the best thing. It was wonderful. I knew he loved me, and I loved him. And then someone had asked him if you could one word to Jim and about Jim, and Frank just said, love. And Jim's quote over here is, the world of imagination is there for all of us. A sense of play, a sense of pretending, a sense of wonder. And that's very, very meaningful to me, because when I first met Jim and we were talking about how I was going to be drawing the Muppets, Jim said, We don't want very good, and we don't want great. We want wonderful. And you know, when we look at the Muppets, that's really what they are. You know, when I first started, there were no, drawings of the Muppets for me to go by, except for Michael Frith's and Jim's, but when we really, and so I was looking at the Muppets as, like I would draw Bugs Bunny, or I would draw, Mickey Mouse, and then Jim just held his hand up. And I realized exactly what he meant. Life. That the characters were alive and full of wonder. And that was what Jim wanted me to bring to the drawing. And that's been my goal in drawing every single thing that I've ever drawn in my whole life, was bringing it to life with a sense of wonder. Here's a song that Rolf did a long time ago on The Muppet Show. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's not how you go, but how you land. 100 to 1 shot, they call him a klutz, but he can't outrun the favorite if he just got the guts. Your final result will not diminish, and you can be the cream of the crop. It's not where you start, it's where you finish, buddy, and you're gonna finish. Yes, you're gonna finish. Yes, you're gonna finish on top. Yeah. And I want to make sure that I make this very, very clear. I'm not the guy that performs Rolf. And I'm not the guy that performs Kermit. I'm doing it for you. And it's in memory and in tribute to Jim and my dear friend Jim. And keeping his spirit going. Now, I'm going to show you some artwork. And you guys already know the drill about how to pay. So here we go. Okay, I'm not going to take these out of the book, but I'm going to be flipping them. And if you want this, buy it. Okay? Okay, here we go. So we can see the price there is $2.50 on this. But I'm going to say tonight, if you buy Gonzo and Camilla, okay, it'll be $180. So you just saved $70. There you go. Okay, make your decisions quick. Here we go. Okay, this is $2.50, it says. Okay, whenever I draw Kermit, I always put a Jim quote or a song with him, because the whole idea here is to keep Jim's spirit and his character and his philosophy alive. I believe that we form our own lives, that we create our own reality, and that everything works out for the best. Jim Henson. And then there's my signature. You know, some people always say, is that really Jim Henson's signature? Jim's been gone a very long time. But, I wrote Jim's signature on a lot of toys. So, I don't know why people ask that. I could write Mark Twain and he wouldn't be alive either. But you know what? He's alive. You mean like that, Luis? We're going to be getting to everything. And yes, ask your question. Okay, but this one, so it says $2.50. Okay, it's $190 tonight. And remember, though, you have to $11 shipping. $11 shipping. Okay, so you just saved a whole bunch of money on that. Here's Fozzie Bear, and Fozzie is $200. Okay, but tonight it's $175. $175, and you know how to pay. Okay, there's your payments. Okay, let's see what else is in this book. I'm going to go through maybe half the book or something. I don't know. We'll just see. Oh, Bean. Here's Bean from Christmas Carol. And that's $2.60 it says up there. But if you want to buy Bean tonight, it will be $200. $200. Remember how to pay. Okay, this we just sold this. It just left us. Okay, Baby Rolf. And it says $150, and here's a Baby Rolf. But if you want Baby Rolf tonight, it's $100. $100, okay? Next. Okay, we've got an Uncle Deadly. My Hamlet was acclaimed as the greatest ever. And then I played the most difficult role, Othello. But on opening night, I was killed by the critics. There's Uncle Deadly. And it says it's $200, but tonight it will be $165 for Deadly. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, somebody was asking about Kermit from Christmas Carol. And this is $300, but tonight it will be $250. For it is good to be children sometimes, and never better than at Christmas, when its mighty founder was a child himself. These will be the least expensive you will ever get anything, guys. Okay, it says $500, and this is a real beauty with all the stuff on it, and everybody loves this. Everybody loves this. Okay, it's $500, but I will take $100 off if you want. And just call this the Deluxe Rainbow Connection piece, okay? Okay. Jareth and Sarah. And we can see it's $300. And it has some of the words there. And you see there's many, many colors hidden in here. Many, 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 many colors. And it says $300, but if you buy it tonight, it'll be $250. Okay? Remember, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay. Okay. Oh, William the Worm. The Worm. It says $225. Oh, you're asking, do you have any animal art? Well, I'm sure that we do, Luis. And if we don't get to it, you can go over to the website, okay? But we'll see what goes on. Okay. Okay, so it says $225, so I will take, it'll be $175 tonight, okay? There you go. Now, here's another Rainbow Connection piece. These are all 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 12, by the way. And that says $350, but tonight it'll be $300, okay? Okay. Here's a piece that I call Peace. And it's $250, but tonight it will be $200. Everything you see, there's only one of, and remember, you get your certificate. Oh, I love this one. Here's Piggy as Lily Munster, basically. And it's on canvas, and there's white paint. It's a multimedia piece. It's got ink and paint and all kinds of interesting things going on. And it says $300, but tonight it'll be $250, okay? Oh, and here's Piggy. Here's Benjamina. Benjamina Gunn. And it says $225, but I'll say tonight it will be $175. Oh, I just drew him a little while ago, Sir Didymus, and he's on the parchment paper, and it says $300, but again, I will go to I'll say 250, okay? I'm going to do one more on parchment paper again. Here is Rizzo, and it says 200 for him, and I will say 150 tonight for Rizzo, okay? Okay, I'm going to just flip a little bit quickly through the book. We have a Big Bird, and you see, whenever I draw Big Bird, I always, or Oscar, I write CS underneath it. And that's to remember Carol Spinney. Now, this says 175, but tonight you can have it for 135, okay? And this, Light the Lamp, Not the Rat, this is a smaller 5x7, full color Rizzo. It goes for 150, but tonight you can have it for 100. Okay, and I think... Oh, a Pepe! Pepe! Yay! Pepe! Pepe is 200, and tonight we'll just say that Pepe is 160, okay? All right, now I'm going to look into another book. This has some very inexpensive pieces, so grab these because they go in a heartbeat, and as soon as they're online, they sell immediately. Okay, these are some quick sketches. So this Miss Piggy, which is either 6x8 or 5x7. Very, very nice Piggy in full color. I know that on the website, I'm sure it says 100. I'll just say that it's $70 tonight if you want this, okay? So just put moi if you bought that, okay? All right. Let's see, I'm going to skip that. Oh, somebody was talking about Bear. There you go. Bear in the Blue House. And that's my dear friend Noel McNeil. And Noel and I have been working together since 1980, I don't know, something. When he was, Noel originally, who was the Bear in the Big Blue House, was Carol Spinney's assistant. And of course, now he's the director of Sesame Street. And anyway, this is on a parchmenty paper. Very, very nice. And I'm sure that this is on our website for about either $250 or $225. But anyway, if you want this, we'll say $200 tonight, and it's yours, okay? All right. Okay, I'm going to skip. So I want to get to... Oh, I love this little Emmett. And remember, you're going to want it next Christmas. So if you want this Emmett, we'll say 140 for this full color, full figure Emmett. Okay, here we go. This Big Bird. See again, so yes. This Big Bird would say $60. $60. Remember the $11 for the shipping, okay? And remember, that's how you do it. I hope you're taking a picture. Hope you got this stuff. Here we go. Okay. Gonzo and Camilla. Would you say $100? The one color, Gonzo and Camilla, that's in like a purple maroon color. Okay. Keep believing, keep pretending. It's a small, this is a Kermit, 5x7 or 6x8. One or the other, and just say that that's $70. There you go. Believe in yourself, you guys. Believe in the hope, believe in the dream. I just did these two the other day, and this is very special. I don't do this very often. And these are bookends. Sarah. Through dangers and untold hardships, and hardships unnumbered. Sarah. It's only forever. Not long at all. Jareth. So these two pieces, these are $200 each. And if you want the pair, it'll be $300, and then you'll frame them looking at each other. It's what we call bookends. I love doing that. I love this Alice. Alice is one of my very favorite Disneys, and I've been working for Disney on and off since I was 16 years old. And I believe that this is probably on the website for $200. But this Alice tonight, full color, okay, will be $150. Okay? And I hope that you're buying stuff, because I'm showing. And if you can always go over to the store too, and you can find lots of prints. And I gotta put that down for a minute. Put it back in. Okay. And I'm just gonna go through a couple more, and then I'm gonna give it up. Okay, this Piggy and Kermit, I'll just say is $100 tonight. You just got the deal of a lifetime. There you go. Buy it. Okay. It's Good to Be King, a full color Bugs, and I'll just say $120. And we're gonna skip. Oh, we've got a red. I'll just say $40. $40 for red. $40 for Gobo. $40 for Boober. 40. So go ahead, grab some. Okay, there's a sprocket. This is the one color sprocket. These are all going to be 40. 40 Moki. Let's go. 40 for Tweety. 40 for Bugs. Okay, we've got some color on Tom and Jerry, and you can have the pair of Tom and Jerry together tonight. $120, and I'm almost done with showing artwork. Wow, we've been on the air for over an hour and a half. Okay, we've got a Pink Panther, 50. There's another Pink Panther, and I'll just say that that's 40. So Pink Panther straight ahead is what you would call him, okay? All right, I think we're going to call it quits right now. Oh, there's a $40 Yosemite Sam if you want it. I love him. He's 100. I just did this the other day, and I think it's sold. I'm not sure. I think we sold it today. Oh, no. I believe that we sold the other Kermit and Piggy where they were at the Mardi Gras. So I believe that this is I Got You, Babe, and I believe that this is either $250 or $275 on the website. But it'll be $200 tonight if you want it, okay? All right. Oh, look, here's Pepe. Here's Pepe Le Pew. See, $125 for an inked Pepe Le Pew. And I love this, and I know this is, I believe this is $300 at the website. And, but I guess there's 15% off. But anyway, if somebody wants this and you're watching tonight, and tonight only, Lady and the Tramp, I'll just say $260, okay, for full color. There you go. All right, and we're done with that. So to kind of recap, and look around the studio a little bit. I have a couple of questions that I want to get into and talk about before we say goodnight. So, for those of you that don't know this, and we don't, this is not really my thing. to talk about. But we've been getting, I've been seeing some things seeing some things that online where people are taking advantage of other people, and they're saying that they're doing charity things and they're not. And I want you to know something. We don't advertise this very much because this is something that I've done my entire life. But 20% of everything that you spend at the store, at our store, or that you spend at our table at a convention, or anything like that, 20% of what you give us, it goes to helping people. And it's something that I've done my whole life. We give money to helping feed people around the world, to mission trips that go to the Dominican Republic and other places. I have a note here. We're feeding right now. We're trying to feed people in the Gaza, Sudan, the Ukraine. We help pets, and we help homeless veterans, and we help everybody that we possibly can. Also, another thing that we do here is, and we hear from people frequently, if you have a nonprofit and you are vetted, and you can, show us the paperwork and that kind of thing, and you need some help. If we can't donate something for free, and sometimes we do, but a lot of times what we do is we give you like some kind of incredible discount so that you can auction something off or something like that. And we also work with many, many groups around the world and around the country, and here in Nashville and here in Tennessee as well. And I've been doing this all of my life in finding, in helping to think of fundraisers and think of things like that. Like we created a coloring book in a wonderful, wonderful club that was sending coloring books and things like that to airdropping them to people in the Ukraine and people, children all around the world, wherever we could get. And we did that for like half of what we would normally charge for for doing a book like that. And we did the same thing during COVID. We did a book that a lot of you supported called Monster Dance, that aided nurses, and God bless that man. That was just taken down. Helping nurses, doctors during COVID. There are many, many, many ways to help people. And we try to do all that we can, and I know that you guys do all that you can. I want to tell you that one of the things that I learned very, very, very early on was that it was not about me all the time. That you have to take care of yourself, and you can't let people bully you, and you can't do self-talk that's degrading to yourself, even in jest. And, and you need to believe in yourself. You really do. And remember that really and truly, I found out that the more that I gave, the more that I got. This time that we were just in, where, and I know a lot of you still are in it, where you've got all of this terrible weather, You know, we lost our power and everything. Um, the minute that I got power back, you know, I offered some friends of mine, some people that run a local grocery store, him and his children. I just said, you know, my house isn't big, but come in. Sometimes we get so caught up in doom scrolling and getting angry. And boy, I know there's a lot of reasons to be angry, and I am. And I've done my marching. I've done a lot of all of that stuff. What I do now is I try to help in some way. In some way. And it starts with me. I always look at it like that. It starts with me. I can't do everything, but I can do something. And you know where it comes from? And it really kind of came back to me over the last 2 days when it got down to like 39 degrees in my house. You know, we didn't have any heat or anything like that. And anyway, I remember being very, very little, like 2 or 3 years old. And we lived in a town called Winsted, Connecticut. It was in the shadow of the Berkshires. A tiny little town that barely existed because the flood of 1955, a 30-foot wall of mud had come down the Berkshire Mountains into this corner of Connecticut and basically took out the whole town. Well, it was a blessing and a curse because it was, I guess we were sort of blessed that when I was born, because the whole house, all the houses basically on one half of the town were condemned, my mother could afford to be there because I don't think they were supposed to be renting to anybody. I remember not having heat as a child. I remember my mom stuffing newspapers and things into holes in the walls and covering broken windows with cardboard and anything she could get her hands on. And if we had a stove that worked, then she would just open up the stove like halfway, and we would sleep on the kitchen floor near it. And I remember summers that were so hot that, you know, you would have thought that we were, you know, we had a mosquito and an ant farm and all of that, and there was no fan or anything. And, you know, it wasn't, there wasn't any internet or anything like that, you know, in the late 50s and early 60s. So that's what I'm talking about right now, that time. But we would have never made it through without the kindness of people and my mother being a kind and strong person and passing that on to me. She was very, very funny, very, very strong. She's been gone a long, long time, but I feel her presence all the time. And no matter how freezing cold it was, no matter how broke we were, no matter how ridiculously hot it was, no matter how hungry, no matter anything, all I remember is love. Love. And, you know, we couldn't go to the movies. We didn't have $1 each to go to the movies. So we would get the little 29-cent Golden Book, you know, 19 cents. It was 19 cents and 25 cents for like a coloring book of Pinocchio or Alice or Cinderella or whatever it was. And we would read the whole thing together. And we weren't able to go to the movies. And so she would show me the book and say, but Guy, once the movie's gone, you don't have anything, but now we have this book and we have this forever. And so that was one of the reasons why I loved working on the merchandising for, you know, the Muppet Babies and for Jim, you know, for the Muppets and Muppet Babies and Fraggle Rock and all of that stuff. Because, and then becoming art director with, you know, Looney Tunes and MGM and United Artists, creating all of these toys and books because that was the thing you took home. You know, once the show was off the, you wanted this. you know, you wanted that little doll, the Kermit, to sleep with, or you wanted, where's Rolf? Where's my little Rolf? I got him right here. Let me get him over here. Oh, one of the greatest toys ever, right? One of the greatest toys ever, the old Fisher-Price Rolf. Rolf the dog here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, there's a big one of me right down there. Mark Hamill and I agree. Greatest Muppet toy ever. It's one of the incredible joys of my life has been to create so many of those toys and to work with so many of those incredible magicians from Henson Associates back in the 1980s, Mary Master Simone, Jim Mahan, Rick Wetzel, Lauren Antonello, and Bets Fitzgerald, Kathy Olson, and Isabel Miller, the people that brought the work in for us. God bless Jerry Houle. Jerry. Oh, my God. I'll tell you a funny story. So Jerry and I, we did the very first licensing show that there ever was in New York City at the Javits Center. The Javits Center opened the weekend before us, right? And before we got there. This is how long ago this was. On one side of me was Spuds McKenzie, was a dog that would surf and stuff like that for Bud Light beer, So there was like this dog with surfer girls, and they were setting up their booth. We're in the middle of that. And then over on the other side, there was this beautiful redhead. And she seemed like she was a dancer or something to me because she was so fluent and so graceful. Also incredibly, incredibly funny. And her name was Cassandra. And so her and her manager or boyfriend or whoever it was, they were setting up her booth along with Jerry and I were setting up, the booth for us. And then, so we're busy, and she was so funny. I was crying. She was telling me so many jokes, Cassandra. And I, I don't think I asked her if she was a comedian or anything. We're just all just working. And anyway, she was just awesome. And I didn't see her booth at all because we were obviously building ours. Anyway, so then she takes off. And one of the sweetest and most beautiful girls that I'd ever been fortunate enough to be around. And about an hour or so later, she comes back, and she's in a costume now. She's all in what she calls drag, and that's when I finally realized. It was Elvira. Cassandra Peterson. What a sweetheart. So I'm going to say good night. We've been on for a very, very, very long time. I know that we got we had a couple of missteps there at the beginning. But anyway, GuyGilchrist.com is where you go. And up until, I think it's Friday morning or something, that's my birthday, it's Friday. I'll be turning 69, if God says so. And so you can go over there, and there's they have 15% off if you know the code. Just look down this Facebook page to know the code. We've set it all up. Here we go. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me, all of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailor? Your voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me, and you, and you, and you, and you too. Stay connected with me, okay? The coolest way is we have a Muppet Fan Club newsletter. Just go over to the website, GuyGilchrist.com, okay? And click the button that says, I want to get the free newsletter. And by the way, hey, I wanted to thank Lauren Mayer and Gail Horowitz. And, oh, by the way, I want to thank all of our subscribers here. Thank you so much for subscribing and helping us out, supporting us in the way that you do, and supporting all of the artwork that I do. It's absolutely incredible, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. We do have a brand new thing, which is, it's the Guy Gilchrist Muppet Fan Club. And there's a button there. Christina just did this. And if you want to join the fan club, and there is a fee for it, it's not very much, but there's a fee for it. But you do get a video from me and a letter from me, and you get surprises and things during the year. And you also get discounts at the store for things. And you get a lot of stuff. I don't know. I think it might be $50 to join it. But I guarantee you probably get $200 or $300 worth of stuff when you join over the year and whatever. So anyway, we really very, very much appreciate it. Just did a video and a letter for the folks that just joined, and we truly appreciate you, and please support the Muppets on the 4th. They believe in it. Disney is believing. They are feeling the buzz because, originally it was just going to be on Disney Plus, but now it's on ABC. So don't let those fuddy-duddies that are saying, oh, I'm not going to watch it because of this, I'm not going to watch it. We have been waiting for this for years and years and years. And let's support the wonderful puppeteers, the Muppet performers. Okay? They are awesome. Awesome. And anybody that thinks that you're paying homage in some way to Jim Henson by not watching it because it's not Jim's, you're not really, I'm sorry, but you're not getting it. Just in the same way that I support all of the new Muppet artists. Very, very much so. Every artist that works on the Fraggles and the Muppet Babies and the Muppets that's not me, I support them. I love them. I encourage them. they're working on the greatest characters ever. My old boss's characters. And everyone that's working on the Muppets now and Sesame Street now, you can love Carol and Steve and Frank and Jerry and still love the guys that are doing it now because they're busting their butts for you. Once upon a time, I was new when the Muppets comic strip came out, and it was in all the magazines, Us Magazine, People Magazine. This is Cartoonist Profiles. This shows you how big a deal cartoons, like animated cartoons, and comics were back in the old days. You know, a lot of people didn't like the black and white Muppets. You know, they said I stunk. They said, you know, it wasn't as good as the show. And, you know, and now all of these years later, it's been 46 years, and I'm the old Muppet guy. And so now everybody goes, you're great. I grew up on your stuff and everything. And oh my God, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. You know, but I got criticized a lot. And I was just trying so hard. And to be dismissed, you know, by, you know, people in the newspaper and whatever as, you know, this is no good and everything, you know, you had to just kind of man up and, you know, sort of John Wayne my way through it and realize that I was doing the very, very best that I could. And that I wanted Jim to be happy with me, and Michael Frith and Frank Oz and Jerry Nelson to be happy with me. And if they were, then I was doing my job. And so it's not, you know, it's not easy in entertainment in any way. But, you know, being a legacy person is really, really hard because you're never going to be as good as the person before. But you are your own person, and you're putting your heart and soul into it. And you have a little crack in your heart that will never mend, no matter how many accolades you get, because you're not the original person. And you're trying so hard. And you're not supposed to be that original person. You're supposed to be you carrying on and taking what you can of the character and remembering the person before you that drew it or wrote it or performed it, and honoring them, honoring yourself as a fan, honoring the fans out there, and finding your place where you can be true, where you can be true to your heart and to your vision. So let's support them, okay? Because remember, it's time to play the music, right? It's time to play the music. It's time to dress up. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Okay? And let's go. Wow, Maya Rudolph is in this? Sabrina Carpenter? The teasers and everything look amazing. I can't say who I've talked to and everything, but oh my goodness. Everyone on the team is so psyched. Okay, if you have any questions, remember, send us an email, and the email is super easy to find. I do not see direct messages. No direct message. I don't see them. The team eventually goes and sees them, but I don't see them. Remember that we have the 15% off sale, and that I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you. And under the song, Just Because I Love It. That'll be a good night song. I just love the song. No other reason. This has been recorded by a lot of people. Hush-a-bye, hush-a-bye. Oh, my darling, don't you cry. Guardian angels up above, take care of the one I love. Oh, 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 pillows lying round your bed. Oh, my darling, rest your head. Sandman will be coming soon, bringing you this slumber tune. Oh, 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 pillows lying around your bed. Oh, my darling, rest your head. Sandman will be coming soon, bringing you this slumber tune. Oh, 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 lullaby and good night. In my dreams, I'll hold you tight. Lullaby and good night till the dawn's early light. Hush-a-bye, hush-a-bye. Oh, my darling, don't you cry. Guardian angels up above, take care of the one I love. Oh, 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 hush-a-bye. That's a lullaby I used to sing my daughter and my son when they were really little. God bless you. Take care of each other. Watch out for each other. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And I'll see you on the road soon.